Guys, my name is Kunal and welcome to my coding tutorial. So today's problem is remove the duplicates from the sorted linked list. I'm highlighting this sorted linked list means the list is sorted and the elements or the data in it is in ascending order, which means smaller elements should come first and then the greater elements, larger elements. For example, the roll numbers of the class, teacher is saying roll number 31 should come first, 32, then 33, and these kind of problems. And we deal this kind of data when we have duplicates in some kind of data. For example, there are two students with the same roll number, then we need to remove one student from the class. So there we are going to use this problem. But here, for the simplicity purposes, we are already given a sorted linked list. Means that students are lined up and they are according to their roll numbers. For example, roll number 1 should come first, and then if the duplicate should come next to it, and then 2, then 3, then 4. So this is the problem. What we need to do is we need to delete the duplicates. We need to delete the duplicate, for example 1, 1, 2, and then we need to delete this one, and our return list should be 1 and 2 only. How are we gonna do it? That's the question. And for example, if we have a list 1, 1, 2, that's the list. What are we gonna do? We're gonna break these connections and simply connect this connection with this, and our answer should be 1, 2. So simple. That's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna break these connections and establish a new one between the nodes, original nodes. How are we gonna do it? That's the question. For that, let's write a code. But before writing a code, we need to observe an edge case. Edge case is, what if only 1 is given? There is nothing to be compared with 1. What if there is no element given? The class is empty, there is no student. And what if only 1 student is there? Then we don't need to compare it with anything. We just simply need to return a student, or we just skip the class. We just return the class that there is no person in the class, and then we will return null. There is no element in the class, no element in the linked list, then we will just return the null, that there is nobody. So for that, if this head note, which is given in the parameter, if head is equal to null, which means there is no element in the linked list, and head dot next is equal to null, which means the next element is null. When we say next element is null, whenever we reach the last element, the next element is automatically null. So what I'm saying here is heads next is equal to null, which means first element's next element is null, which means it has only one element. So if I have only one element, or if I have no element, then I'll be just returning whatever I have. Return head, that's it. And now I need to traverse through the linked list. I need to traverse here, here, here. For that, I need to get a current pointer, because I can't traverse through the linked list without that. I cannot update this head all the times. So for that, head, this thing is, I'm gonna show you right now. What this thing says, 1, 1, 2. My current is pointing to head only, and for the next iteration it goes here, and then it goes here, and if it finds any duplicate, then it breaks the connection and establishes a new one. So that's all it's gonna do, and at the end of the iteration, it's gonna return me a proper sorted without duplicates list. For that, I need to traverse it. Current dot next is not equal to, so it's basically I'm giving it a condition until it reaches end. This means not equal to, until current dot next is not equal to null. If my current is here, its next is not equal to null, it will go forward. If current reaches here, its next is equal to null, last pointer, its next is equal to null. then it's gonna return, then it's gonna break the loop. It's just like I'm walking somewhere and my duty is to find the garbage. If I find a garbage, then I throw it, and that garbage here is the duplicate elements. For that, for the garbage element, I need to give it a condition. If my current dot next current dot value is equal to current dot next dot value. So I'm walking. If I find the duplicate, if my this value, my current's value, current is pointing towards head or it's traversing, if my current's value is equal to its next value, then what I'm gonna do, current dot next is equal to current dot next dot next. Let me show you here. So it's basically what is it doing? 1 1 2. So right now current is here, its next is pointing towards here, but if this data equals to this data, then I'm talking to current, I'm requesting current, if you find this, then please don't go here, don't go to current dot next, just go to next dot next, then point towards here, and then return me a proper list. So that's what is happening over here. But if there is no duplicate, if there is no duplicate element, I couldn't find, I traversed the whole class, I walked the whole way, and there is no duplicate element or there is no garbage, then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be just current, I'm just gonna be walking through it, and at the end what I'll be returning head only, because if I return current I just used for traversing, that's it. It's just traversing and just removing the connections, but at the end I need to return my actual list, which is having all of my data. I need to have actual class which have students in it. So our answer got accepted and the runtime is 0. Let's see how did we do, and yes, it's accepted. And that was it. If you like this video, give me your feedback, and I'll be updating more videos on programming tutorials. Thank you.